Hey everybody, this is the Women of FWA live Q&A. It is March, yes I said it, March 3rd, 2026. We are almost a quarter of the way through the year and I can't stinking believe it. I have Evan Gardner here with me, the creator of Wing Tools, also the owner and operator of Gardner Landscape and Fencing. Not too far from where I'm at, but he's not at home right now. And then, of course, Badass Bailey with me tonight. Evan, where are you at?
I'm in Lebanon, Tennessee.
Nice. And what are you doing there?
We got a Stain and Seal Expert University coming on tomorrow, and I'm one of the vendors' booths out around the perimeter of the show.
Sweet.
How are y'all doing today?
Chilling like a villain. I'm waiting for Bailey to jump in, and she knows it. That's why she's left right now.
I'm just waiting. No, we're doing good. Just want to get through that. But I mean, no, you want to jump into it? You want to let the people know how you got started in the industry and how that all happened?
Sure. Fire away.
So when you started, were you alone or were you with the crew or were you in fencing to start or where did you actually start with?
When I started, I had a landscape company. I was more focused on landscaping at the time. Had several crew members, and as we saw a fence to build, we would offer to build a fence for a customer. Back then, those were not the best fences. They were pretty bad.
Everyone's first fence is a first fence for sure.
Yeah. So I've learned a lot of things along the way, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of how it goes. You start building a fence and someone asks you to put a retaining wall in, or you start a retaining wall and they ask about a fence and you just kind of do everything in the backyard then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I hear that one. What type of fence do you focus on nowadays?
Well, I focus on wood fence installation and aluminum fence installation. The iDrive power system, so no dig aluminum, driven post system, whatever you want to call it, where you're putting a post in the ground and sleeving over it, or hammering in the wood the wing style post. I do those mainly just so I can make more video content to show how the tools work.
Tell us
But
more.
aluminum would be my favorite for sure.
Tell us more about your tools.
Well, they are. I like them.
I like them too.
I came up with each, I guess, individual tool out of necessity, out of just a need. It would be cheaper for me to run solo or with one other person as a helper. That other person or helper doesn't need to know tape measures or really how to read a level or anything. As long as you got one competent person driving your post and plumb at the height, that everything else is just roll with it. But what was the question again?
Tell us about your tools.
Tell me about.
Okay. Have you invented?
Well, the wingman is a tool that hangs on the post once it's driven to height or on a grade string line, and it simply rests on the post and will hold your 2x4s in the exact position and proper spacing that they need to be for a helper to screw the 2x4 to the post. The tool is really simple. It's with a 6-inch reveal. It does break in half. You can do a different bottom if you want. Self tap the cleats at whatever random height that you want. But the tool will extend to a cap and trim rail spacing fence as well. Typically, people use 2 of them. The newest guy on the crew sets 2x4s, attach them to the post.
Nice. Bailey, have you used the wingman?
I have, yeah. The first time I actually used it was in demo days 20. What year is it this year? 24 demo days in Vegas. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Evan buddied up and did some rails on a Z post out there, but I didn't know. So we used to use the Mr. Fence tool for running rails, and I always said, this was before I even knew your tool existed. I was like, it's good, but it gets in the way of what I need to do. And so I always told Kobe I needed one that has the post. And that's what it does. So it's super easy, foolproof.
I mean, the Mr. Fence Tools X-Man is a great tool. It is ideal for people that are nailing their 2x4s to a post, because you can just lift it to the height. One-handed, shoot a nail in it. Pretty simple. But with the winged post, the struggle is lining up that screw with that hole and into the 2x4 without it falling off the backside or whatnot. So the reason that's the sole reason of the wingman is to work on the winged post, but it does. If you add the cleat extensions, it'll work on a 4x4 or whatever.
I know you have a couple other tools. What else? What else you got for us?
I got a level that is solid construction. It starts out of a solid billet aluminum block. It's a level that magnetizes to the post while you're driving it, and depending on what post driver you have. Like I run gas powered drivers with 4-foot extension handles. So as I'm driving my post, that level is on the post, and once I got a little mark on my level and on the handle of my post driver. Whenever those two lines meet up, I know my post is the right height. So I've taken out all the measuring, all the error possibilities in wing style installation best I can.
So whenever you're becoming a solo fencer, because I mean that's your main business, using these tools, does it help? Does it cause more time constraints using the tools, or does it actually make you a more efficient fencer?
I mean, I'm efficient. It's easy to do 2.5 sections a man hour by myself if the material's close by and I got to walk a mile away or anything. But the best scenario is a 2-man crew. You have your foreman driving your post around the yard, and as soon as he's done with the first side, the helper can start moving 2x4s, cutting them, hanging them. You're done driving posts, you're starting to move pickets out. Both put pickets up. 2-man crew is optimal, but I mean the tools allow your crew to be made up of one skillful guy and one that's a laborer that can move his way up. I mean, you could take a 4-man crew and have two crews, two 2-mans, increasing how much fence you can put in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily by adding a whole another crew, just a couple tools and another truck.
Yeah, that's exactly the 2-man situation. Is exactly what we've been running lately. Just yesterday, Colby and our helper Dustin, that exact same scenario. Colby was around doing all the posts. Dustin was falling behind, putting up runners, and they got 90% of the fence in, pickets and everything. Just with the two wingmen on the posts and just flying, man.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
people don't know kind of like your background and with some engineering and the what's the word I'm looking for? The software that you were using?
AutoCAD.
Texture?
AutoCAD.
AutoCAD, that's right.
AutoCAD, yeah.
Can you kind of give people like a little insight to like how your brain works? You're seeing things kind of almost in that AutoCAD world, right?
Yeah. I mean, everything I look at, I'm like, if I can shave weight on it with it being still as strong, or change one little thing on something to improve something, make it better. I've always been that way. But I went to school for drafting and design, computer aided drafting, and did landscaping for many years, and used AutoCAD to design landscapes, drainage and irrigation and whatnot, and started working for a sheet metal company as more like a 3D modeler for the ductwork in a hospital in New Orleans. Then started my own landscape company, and between there, I had worked briefly at a crane and rigging place, drawing up critical lift plans for Exxon and Huntsman Rubin, different plants in the area. But slowly, my landscaping business started taking off, and I've been doing it ever since 2014 or something. 2012.
There you go.
But I've only been I'm strictly doing fencing now, so I've only been doing that for like 4 years with the driven post. And it's the way to go. I'm telling you, driven post, way to go.
I hear
No
you.
mud on your boots, no concrete, lighter load on your trailer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Everybody's
the first
happier.
couple years we did dig and set, and we switched to pound and post, and really haven't gone back unless it's absolutely 100% necessary for the job or the scope or whatever. But
So what's
Yeah,
next? Then to create
I
your
brought
own
a.
pounder.
What's that?
What's next for you to create your own post pounder?
Who told you that?
I love that.
It's not necessarily a pounder, but it will be interesting.
so there is something going on. I think
Oh
Susan.
yeah, there's always something going on. The more tools y'all buy, the more I can spend on testing out random stuff, see if it works or not.
You heard that? So where do people go to buy the Wingman?
Wingtools.net.
Wingtools.net.
Yep. I got crew bundles. You can get wingmans, straightaways, levels. My quick drive tip to positively place the screw in the hole. It's pretty sweet. What else I got? Post protector. Wing
Got the
protector.
wing jack. You know
Wing
about that
jack. Got the adapter plates put on the jack to lift up a driven eye post without damaging it. I mean, I just come up with stuff out of necessity.
How does that start? Like, how do you have the idea to do this, and then it just happens? Like, how is that process?
Well, so I'm really good buddies with one of my buddies owns a machine shop. He has 6 or 7 lathes and mills, all CNC. And that dude is sharp. I don't even have to design stuff anymore. I don't have to do 3D AutoCAD. I can sketch it on a napkin, give it to him, said make it this wide, this tall, and he models it out in the machine. He hits print, and it just and spits out a full tool. It's pretty sweet. And then the metal, I got another local shop that does all the laser cutting and laser tubing and bending. I pick it up on a pallet and I weld it together and bring it to powder coating. And when it's ready, I start boxing it and shipping it. So it's a revolving door. I'm liking it. I'm home a lot. If a fence call comes through, I build a fence, but I'm not really beating the doors down for land every fence I quote. I've sold to literally every competitor in my area that's driven posts. Like they're all on it, and I help them. I'll go to your job for one day and show you how to be fast and little tips and tricks. And they keep trying to pay me to come back, but like these guys need me too. And then I'll circle back around to you.
Funny.
Let's hear about your tool fails. How many things have you invented that were a failure, that didn't work?
So that little quick drive tip, the little thing that goes on the end of the Simpson Strong Ties auto feed screw gun, it was an epic failure the first time I tried it. Like the screw didn't even reach the bottom of the hole. But I mean, I start out with everything pretty much 3D printed, and I can put my hands on it, test it. I played with Legos a lot as a kid, so I can make stuff happen. Failures, though, I wouldn't necessarily call failures. I mean, every time it didn't work, I knew exactly where to improve and try again. There's a chance to make it better. You don't release it yet until it's. I like my shit to work. Sorry, I like my stuff to work properly. So I've gone through 5, 6 versions before I actually will ship one out.
I love it.
I do too. I think that's really awesome. So will you be at Demo Days in Asatula, Florida, March 26th and 27th?
I think so. Yeah.
Are you gonna let people?
I have a booth, and I'm right next to Easy Louver and Orlando Hinge again because we had a killer show at FWA or FenceTech. FenceTech, we had that little corner, Inventor's Corner, we called it. I mean, look down that aisle and everybody was stopped at our spot. Like it was cool.
That's fun.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right next to each other again at the Demo Days. Now I'm not planning on You said I saw somewhere you had texted or made a comment something about building a fence. I mean, that's a long trip for my old truck. My old work truck, it's struggle bus. It leaks more oil than a dang. Well, I mean, that's a good thing though. It leaks oil, you know, you got some in it.
That's true.
But, I'll try to make it. Hope I don't have to pull material down there. That thing be rolling with the tongue hanging out.
I'll take care of that for you. Don't worry about that. But you can
Oh,
bring
let's
it
build
down.
some fence then. Bailey's gonna be my partner again. We're gonna kick some ass.
Oh, I wish. Demo days isn't in the cards for us this year, just for timing. But all the other girls will be there. Put Michaela on a fence. You got to get her out there, build a fence.
I mean, she could do it.
Yeah.
Susan, you gonna build some fence with me?
I would love to build some fence with you. You
I
just
will
have
have all the women on the line on demo days, and they will build Postmaster fence perfect, no tape measure.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Really not that hard.
You heard that? Susan will help build a fence.
All
That's
right.
So go to fencshow.com, register now. It's going to be a great event. I'm pretty excited. We're going to have some training. We're going to have some family fun. Fence fam gathering. That's what it's all about, right?
I heard there's like trike racing too. So there's going to be like, are these trikes like have motors on them, or you got to like?
No, they're actual tricycles that you push with your legs. That's actually Z&D is sponsoring those. Who will also
That's the chain link.
tent
Is that
fence?
D&D? Tent fence. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, other than that, let's see what's going on this year. We got the Women of FWA Leadership Retreat coming up in June. And then we got the Fence Show in October. So if you check out fencshow.com, you're able to register for all the events there. But if you want to call Bailey beforehand and get more information, I'm sure she would be happy to talk to you. Same for me. Evan, I hope you have much success at Sane University this week. I know it's always an awesome event. I know they changed it up a little bit this year, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Get some good pictures for us.
Absolutely.
Anything you'd like to say before we close out? Because I know you're not feeling super great, and I really appreciate you coming.
Man, thanks for having me on the show. Pleasure as always. I look forward to seeing you at demo days. I'm gonna put you to work.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like it.
Bailey, anything before we roll out?
I think so. You covered all the dates. So
More or less. Okay, you guys, have a great evening.
Bye.